Responsible governments must learn that the genie science created cannot be put back inside its bottle. The horrors of chemical weapons compel us to support international regulation that would keep them out of the hands of rogue nations, to abide by its provisions or suffer the weight of penalties and sanctions imposed by a united international community.
Halpern's wrapping up his speech.
We'll pick him up, take him in for questioning. Got that, Pete?
Team 1 moving in on the vehicle. Go, Dwight. Let's try not to kill anyone.
All right, Frankie. Here we go.
Nice limp. Got your back.
All right, Matt, we're rolling now.
No! Tell the truth! Get involved! You're a murderer, sir! Why don't you tell them about the chemicals that you made for Saddam?
This way.
You're a murderer! You're a murderer! I know all about
This
it!
way, gentlemen, this way.
Murderer! You're a murderer! No, I know the truth!
Come with me.
I know you're a murderer!
right
I know
now.
the truth! You're a murderer! I know all about it!
Yeah. Back up, please.
Hey, leave it alone.
Thank you.
We'll take it from here.
They're coming out.
Roger that.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Inside, sir.
What do you think? What's going on?
We know the truth and we're getting involved. This way, sir. This way.
Go on, go!
What the hell happened?
I don't know.
Who is he?
Let's just get the hell out of here.
Son of a bitch, who sent you?
This does not concern you.
The hell it doesn't.
You after him too?
To talk.
Maybe you should talk to us.
It was an execution. He was a criminal, condemned by the Sudanese Liberation Front.
The SLF is an illegal revolutionary army.
So was the Northern Alliance until recently.
A vendetta from Sudan does not justify murder
He
here.
had no other option. The army protected him in Sudan.
Saw him late.
Mr. Gasana was just explaining that Dr. Halpern was guilty of a crime.
He built a chemical weapons plant. Weapons that will be used against my people, and if they end up on the market, against your people as well. But I see you already know this.
We need its location.
That's why you wanted to talk to Dr. Halpern. He would have lied to you. I won't.
Mr. Gasana's own people were planning a raid, but even he admits they didn't have the manpower or the resources to take out
Did
the
he
plant.
know that it's going online in 72 hours?
We didn't even know till yesterday when we picked up those NSA intercepts.
They're going to be mixing GF and VX nerve agents in there. Now, if we're going to destroy the place, we have to do it before they start, or the whole surrounding population will be gassed.
We are going to destroy the place.
I don't think we have any choice if Gasana's on the level. I mean, how do we know he's not sending us to some aspirin factory? Before we start the bombing, I want absolute confirmation that this is real.
All right.
Thank you for seeing me, Jackson.
Oh, no, I'm so glad. It's very good for me to be able to get out of the office, I'll tell you.
It's quite a feat these days, isn't it?
Sometimes it's... I really wanted to drive up and see the kids this weekend, and...
Things got crazy.
Right. You know, I really appreciate that you're taking them. And the spring break, there's so much more for them to do up there. And I know they're very happy. Are they okay?
No. I'm not sure they want to come home.
Well, Diane has been... She snuck out a couple of times, and I grounded her, and she's mad, and we're gonna work that out.
It's not just Diane. It's Brock, too. They're both having a really hard time.
Well, it would make sense that they are. They're going through adolescence, and they lost their mom.
This isn't about my sister anymore. When you have a 14-year-old daughter who is sneaking out
A couple of times.
3 times a week to see a 17-year-old boyfriend,
Well,
and you have a
her
10-year-old
what?
son who is becoming more and more withdrawn because of lack of attention.
Okay, well, I want to come back to that 17. I did not know that he was 17, but I want to say right now that Brock gets so much attention, plenty of attention.
What's the last movie you saw with him? When's the last time you went to one of his games?
I don't know. That was... I remember because it was sometime this season that I was...
He's not on a team this season. Look, Jackson. I know that you are doing the best that you can. But I think that if Pam were here, she'd really want me to.
You to do what?
I got a call from Dick Rayburn at the Pentagon while you were with the president. There's a group of robotic weapons designers in from Nevada.
Right, I thought you should meet with them, hear what they have to say. You might find something interesting.
All right, I'll set it up.
Nice work.
Thank you, sir.
Done this before.
Afraid so. This is the 4th star I've cut. Did you know Officer Lipton?
Never had the honor.
He's new.
Robert.
Correct. This is Andrew Chang.
Hello.
She'll be coordinating the memorial event through my office.
Coordinating?
Schedule, guest relations, that sort of thing.
Sir, it was my understanding that my office...
The president felt that Mr. Quinn should take the lead on the ceremony for the sake of the family.
Officer Lipton and I were close. He served under me when I was director here. We've taken the liberty of jotting down a few extra names for the guest list. Make sure they're cleared, won't you, Carl?
There are 58 names here.
Did I miss someone?
The widow has requested we keep this intimate.
This wasn't just her loss, sir.
Joshua.
Thought.
You're inscribing Lipton's name?
Not yet. The calligrapher inscribes only after the sculptor carves the star.
Is that a rule?
A tradition. When the memorial was created, they had a backlog of 30 names. The artist wanted to recognize each individual, if only for a moment. So every time they finished a star, he inscribed a name. 1 star, 1 name.
That's lovely.
Yes. But enough about me. I see you've gotten your latest assignment.
And it's a plum.
Argentine visas aren't floating your boat this week.
Well, it's just I was starting to get out into the field. They're more challenging assignments.
You miss the front lines.
Well, yes.
Officer Lipton was on the front lines.
You want to see me, sir? Any blowback from D.C. police on this morning's shooting?
The FBI is convinced the chief that it was a national security matter. He's agreed to provide cover, issue a statement that an investigation's underway.
Good. Has Ms. Chang sent over the file on Lipton yet?
Right here, sir. Though how she became the gatekeeper on this...
Oh, don't worry about that, Carl. Let Quinn have his moment.
No, it's not about Quinn, sir.
This has Lipton's personal medical statistics, his career achievements, how he died. It's not what I need. Yes.
General Livingston for you, sir.
Thank you. I'm delivering a eulogy. His family doesn't want to hear war stories. I want to know the man, Carl.
We need to make sure we're bombing a chemical weapons plant. How detailed can we get?
There's a person in the shot smoking. Our new cage bird can read the brand name off a cigarette. Coming into range, sir.
Those coordinates put us in Sudan.
We've previously identified this location.
As?
A grain distribution center.
Are you sure those are the coordinates that I gave you?
Yes, sir.
Let's try Fleur.
Going infrared. Does grain emit a gas signature?
Only if you're a cow. Alice, I need you to do spectrographic analysis to identify those emissions. We need to confirm they're manufacturing chemicals in there.
Your sister-in-law's on the phone.
Okay, thank you. If we're going to destroy this place, I'll need a detailed hard copy of every structure, vehicle, personnel.
Anything yet?
Cyclohexyl.
Is it toxic?
Only when mixed with other components, then it becomes GF nerve gas. The plant goes online in 72 hours.
Mr. Hazley?
Thank you. Hi, Elaine.
I'm sorry to bother you at work, but I don't want things to be strained between us, Jackson.
Oh, boy, I just really don't even know what to say to you right now.
Well, then, listen, please.
Listen, is there any way that we could get together later?
Okay. I can
Take a look at this.
I just have to be back by 7 for the kids. Just let
Can you
me
just
know
hang
when.
on? I need to talk to you in 1 second, okay?
Jackson?
If they're guarding the building, why are their guns aimed in?
Do you have any other angles on the workers?
It's up, Mr. Hazley.
They look like prisoners.
People working at gunpoint. Kids. They're not prisoners. They're slaves.
Slaves.
And we're about to kill them. Elaine? Elaine, are you there?
Oh, damn it.
They deny it exists, but the Sudan has an active slave trade. Government-backed militias raid native villages. Those they don't murder or put to labor are sold for sex. In Khartoum, you can buy a 12-year-old girl for $50.
Or put her to work at a chemical weapons plant.
They use the kids to crawl through the pipes to check for leaks, and they usually give them 6 or 7 months before they die from the fumes.
We estimate there are 150 slaves inside working around the clock.
Which means that no matter what time we strike, they're all going to die. Sir, I'd like permission to develop an operation that would pull them out of there before we attack.
Jackson, I share your concern, but our priority has to be the destruction of the facility.
Agreed. The extraction op would run secondary and tandem to that objective.
What you're talking about takes weeks of planning.
Under normal circumstances, yes.
I'd be happy to assist, sir.
Your job is to blow the place up. Give me a realistic way to get these people out of the building and I'll sign off on it. But if it in any way interferes with Matt's operation...
I understand, sir. Thank you.
You're the director for the CIA.
That's right.
I hope you're here to tell me that the chemical plant has been destroyed.
Actually, I came to talk to you about the personnel there. Why didn't you tell us?
Tell you what?
That there's 150 slaves working in the building. Your people.
It would only have confused the issue. This war is new to you. But ours has been going on a long time. You will discover that you cannot save everyone. Their villages are gone, their families, their lives. They are already dead.
I've seen them, Mr. Kasana. They're very much alive. And many of them are children.
Good intentions and indecisions have caused more pain in the world than anything that I may have done.
I'm not indecisive. I know what we have to do. I just wanted to make sure you did.
When human rights groups show up for inspections, they're usually stalled at the front gate while the slaves are moved out the back in trucks. So we'll send our first team in as a rights group. We'll position our second team here to follow the trucks. This team eliminates the drivers and the guards, commandeers the vehicles, and drives them to the Kenyan border.
Kenya is willing to accept 150 refugees?
They have in the past.
How do we guarantee the plant won't just turn our team away?
We'll mock up an authorization letter from the Khartoum government, tip them off to the inspection an hour before our people arrive.
So you get your first team in. What's your provision for getting them out before the bombs drop?
Inspections are usually brief.
Commandeering trucks, crossing borders.
Sir, we've done this kind of thing before. Granted, with
How
more
good
time
is Sudan's air defense?
Good enough. Any tip-offs from the ground, they'll have interceptors up waiting for us.
We'd be facing an international incident. Not to mention adding more stars to our wall.
Those are suppositions. The only thing that we know for sure is if we do not attempt anything, we will kill 150 innocent people.
Your margin of error is too broad. Given more time, more resources, I'm sorry.
Matt? Elaine, look, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I lost you before, but we've got a situation and, well, I'd really like to talk to them, if I could. Well, I really think that I should. Well, then, you would just tell them that I called, all right? Okay.
Carl, Miss Chang has been trying to reach you.
More additions to the guest list.
Is there a problem?
Yes.
Just a few patriotic VIPs. It'll be good for all of us.
Since when is Walensky a VIP?
Well, he's up for re-election. Word has it he'll be tapped for the select committee.
Wait a minute, are you responsible for all this media? I thought we were doing a pool.
One can't pick and choose with a pool.
Sir, the family wants this small.
Yes, the new director mentioned that. Unfortunately, America wants a hero.
Carl, can I get a signature? I need a task OTS and a couple of other departments for the Sudan hub.
Is this for Callan?
Carl, sign the damn thing for the man. We have more pressing issues. Sorry, Mr. Hazley.
Thanks, Carl.
Hey.
Hi. Looks like you have your hands full.
Looks can be deceiving. What's up?
I wanted to ask you something.
Okay. Shoot.
I was wondering if I could buy you dinner. And I was hoping that you were hungry right now.
Okay, sure. Nice place.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it. How's your dim sum?
Not bad. Why are we eating in your office?
I wanted some privacy.
Why?
I wanted to know if you could maybe show me how to do some things.
You have a specific project in mind?
Yeah, correspondence. Do you believe that you could maybe show me how to make that sort of thing?
You working on your own secret op?
Look, I'm not going to lie to you, but I don't want you to get involved for your own safety.
What are we talking about here, Jackson?
I'm piggybacking a legitimate operation with one of my own.
Why?
There are some people who are going to be killed by us, some innocent people.
What people?
I'm not sure that you want to know about this.
Is there a way to save them?
You could lose your job.
I could lose my job for not reporting this conversation. Is it the right thing to do?
I think so.
So what do we have to do? A letter from a human rights group asking for inspection. All right, text.
Copy this as a pretty standard request.
Our request, our approval, and the tip-off. That makes every inspection moot.
These are perfect.
Mr. Hazley. I see Argentine visas have changed since yesterday, but you haven't.
They're all done.
And what's all this?
You left for the evening, and the operation couldn't wait, Joshua.
There are more dupes and docs.
So,
all right.
I've got to iron out some details. And can you bring those down when you're finished?
Absolutely.
He's a very tense man. Have you ever noticed that?
No.
Maybe it's just me.
We're moving forward, sir. We believe deniability can be preserved. If it isn't, we'll go public with our evidence. Thank you, Mr. President. I'll keep you informed. Stealthy entrance, Robert.
Word has it you're interested in what brand of toothpaste Officer Lipton was fond of.
Okay, what can you tell me?
Officer Lipton's father was my roommate at Yale. I attended Greg's christening. I also recruited him.
I'm waiting for his brand of toothpaste.
He was an inspiration. A loving father and husband. A true American.
I want to talk about who he really was. I think we owe that to his family.
Greg Lipton died fighting for our ideals in Afghanistan. This agency gave him that opportunity, and his family owes us for that. You know, you remind me of Greg. He was a nice guy, too. He was also an average student, without much ambition. His favorite meal was tuna casserole, and his favorite book was, well, he didn't read much. Try inspiring a nation with that. His family gave us a common man. We gave them back a hero.
We caught a break on these. They were prepared for an operation that was never launched, so I adapted them for our team. You have the airline tickets?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, this time tomorrow, our team should be driving up to the factory, so...
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna go bring these up. Hi.
Terry.
You know, give me a few hours to work up those graphics, okay?
Right.
Excuse me.
The keyhole satellite shoots stereoptic pairs of the facility.
You building a 3D model?
For the targeting computers, we need to assess the best angle to blow through 15 feet of concrete. We got to do it fast because we're 5 hours ahead of schedule.
You're 5 hours ahead. Well, I'll have to get you that stuff from NRO as soon as I can.
Look, Jackson. Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm fine. Really.
Mr. Hazley?
Yes.
Your sister-in-law is on line 1.
Oh, thank you, Vera. I'll get you that stuff from the NRO, the satellite photos, as soon as I can, Matt. Thank you.
Put Senator Hallett here and the Attorney General beside him. Rope off the press area. I don't want anyone jumping the gun on photos. Carl, you'll be happy to know that the guest list is finally locked down.
You need to make one more change, sir. The family has politely declined our invitation.
They can't decline. We have 250 of the most important people in the country attending. Press, television, international media. If the family aren't here, then...
Exactly.
Make sure to check these coordinates.
All right, we just received confirmation from Mr. Gasana's people. The airstrip, the staging area are secure, but they want an ETA and call sign.
Give me a sec, Colonel. Have you spoken to Mr. Hazley yet?
Today?
In the last few minutes, he was supposed to be tracking down stereo-optic pairs from Keyhole.
They went over this morning.
To Mr. Hazley.
I hand-delivered the disc myself.
Colonel, call Special Ops, find out if they've been tasking anything concurrent in this region.
Terry.
Come in, Mr. Hazley. How far into this are you?
There's a team en route.
Then now might be a real good time for us to have a chat. Did Ms. Lowell know this wasn't a sanctioned operation?
I put the papers through on my own accord. She was just doing her job.
Come on.
I stand by my response on that.
What about the covert ops team?
They have no idea.
What the hell were you thinking?
That I could save those people.
That's not a luxury you're entitled to. We were entrusted with a larger responsibility that sometimes forces us to make intolerable choices. When we act for the sake of national security, not for what makes us feel good. You made a selfish choice. At the very least, risking your career.
My career doesn't matter.
Well, it might to your family.
I sacrificed my family to this agency. And I cannot justify that if my job means killing 150. A plan that should have taken weeks to put into operation is on the ground in 2 hours and on the verge of succeeding.
Unless I pull it.
Then don't, sir. These people have a real chance.
This is the same plan you pitched me yesterday. You didn't convince me then. Convince me now.
Why didn't you tell me?
Would you have supported us?
That's beside the point.
No, that's exactly the point.
No. I wouldn't have.
Security officer.
Badger 1, we're clear.
Roger that. Going airborne.
We're up. 51 minutes to target.
Ground Alpha, what's your status?
Ground Alpha, approaching the plant.
حبيبي قاعد بستنى فيك.
تعال هون، وين الهوية هذا؟ أعطيني الهوية.
لينا عمير المفتش هذا على مكان.
يلا يلا، وين الهوية؟ أعطيني إياها. وين الباسبور؟ علي.
سلامات.
طيب، شوفوا طبعا.
عندهم ورقة شوفوا.
عندهم قائد هلا.
They're reviewing the letter as if they didn't know we were coming.
It's a stall. They should be moving the slaves out of the compound. Hold tight, Ground Alpha. Ground Bravo, what's your status?
Ground Bravo here. We have visual.
As soon as you have a clear shot of the drivers, take them out and gather the slaves.
Copy that.
Here they come.
Joshua.
We need to talk. I'm sure you've heard by now about my involvement with the Sudan operation. What are you doing?
Fixing your Argentine visa. You missed the trap.
I triple-checked that stamp against the exemplar.
The Eagle is facing the wrong direction. It differs from country to country. Our officer is supposedly traveling from Panama. Your Eagle reads Salvadoran. If I hadn't discovered it, well, our officer would be exposed. Over and out.
I'm sorry.
I hope so.
Ground Alpha, what's your status?
We're still at the gate. Haven't cleared yet, but they're coming back with our papers now.
طيب خذ يلا امشي اطلع
Thank you.
الله زيح السيارة
Ground Alpha going in.
نزلها خلصنا تمام ريحة الأمريكان والله زي الجاج
Badger 1 ETA, over.
Holding at 18 minutes to target.
Keep the inspection short, Ground Alpha.
Roger that.
Come in, Ground Bravo.
This is Ground Bravo.
Status on precious cargo.
HQ, this is Ground Bravo. I have a visual on the trucks. Repeat, I have a visual on the trucks. Waiting for a clear shot. Another 100 meters.
Badger 1, 8 minutes to target.
Ground Alpha, time to clear out.
Ground Alpha here will be out of the blast radius in 6 minutes.
Badger 1 ETA.
We're making good time. 4 minutes to target.
Badger 1, we need to buy 2 minutes on the ground. If
Badger Flight, be advised that AWACS detecting 4 hostile interceptors launching on Vector 279er from Khartoum.
Badger 1, do not take 2 minutes. I repeat, do not deviate from attack.
Ground Alpha, you're 2 minutes short. Do you copy?
Roger, we copy. Looks like they're holding us up at the gate. Just a moment.
وين الوراق؟ يا زلمة وين الوراق؟ وين الوراق وراك؟ خلصنا عاد وين سلاحك يا زلمة؟ خلصنا شو بدك يعني اسوي يعني؟ شو عندك انت هون؟ تعال تعال طيب يلا على بالك
We're clear.
Get out of there now.
HQ, this is Ground Bravo.
Go ahead, Ground Bravo.
Precious cargo is in range.
Engage. Repeat, engage.
They're returning fire. I can still...
Ground Bravo status. Ground Bravo.
Took out 2 drivers. 2 trucks disabled. Third one's making a run for it.
Tell him to abort.
Abort, Ground Bravo, abort. Ground Alpha.
5, 4, 3, 2.
This is Badger 1. Mission accomplished.
Return to base, Badger 1.
Affirmative. Returning to base.
Ground Bravo. Do you copy? Ground Bravo, what's going on?
The slaves broke out of the truck. They overpowered the guards. Looks like they're home free.
Ground Alpha, are you clear? Ground Alpha.
out of here, HQ. We're coming home.
You pulled it off.
Thank you. Mr. Hazley. A written reprimand will go in your record. You're suspended for 2 weeks. Go home. Take some time with your family. It's impossible to measure one man's effect upon the world around him. But Officer Gregory Lipton's contribution was immense. He never strove to be a hero. He only strove for simple truth and common decency. But that is not so common. Every person struggles within themselves over what's right and what's wrong. Sometimes the answer comes at a great price. The man we honor today laid down his life in sacrifice and in service to his country. I can't pretend to know the man you lost. I won't. But I believe heroes are just ordinary people who do extraordinary things. Your son, husband, father was such a man. May we all prove worthy of his sacrifice.